Everyone wants to believe they know who they are and why we're here. We're isolated within our own minds, looking outwards onto a world full of unknowns held between the vast quantities of space. A universe full of the everything of all and the nothingness in between. But out of that nothingness, we were created, and thus we understand the power of that nothingness, and we explore it without fear of what we may find. We stare into the void with our most precise tools and instruments, hoping to find the void in some capacity staring back. We want to know that we're not the only ones inhabiting this cavity of space on a one-way train towards the ever-present end of time. We want to know that others have gone or going through, or will, go through the same things that we have on this pale blue dot. Ever since that question of otherworldly existence was first posed, we've been staring into the night expecting to one day lay that question to rest. And at any given moment, all around the world, some of the brightest people are using the most advanced instruments to both look for and send out signs of intelligence. Where are they? Why have these thunderous signals seemingly disappeared into the oblivion of space, never to be heard from again by anyone or anything? Are we the solitary residents of this boundless structure? Are we alone? Enrico Fermi coined this question under a simpler name, the Fermi paradox. We are made up of the most common chemically active elements in the universe on one planet of 8, in one solar system of over 100 billion, in one galaxy of hundreds of billions. So even if life only rises on an inconceivably small percentage close to zero of celestial bodies, there should be life spanning all across the universe. Why isn't there? This Fermi paradox is an ever-growing quantity of potential solutions. The Great Filter says that there's a point where life doesn't really grow beyond. Perhaps this point is the existence of life on its own. But here on Earth, our only sample as of now, basically anywhere life can be, life is. So maybe it lies at multicellular life? Or at the point of life's intelligence where war breaks out? Maybe at a point succeeding where we are. This point perhaps lies at interplanetary species or beyond, an acting barrier that civilizations can't quite make it past. Our sense of exploration comes from an inherent evolutionary aptitude of violence. We claim land as our own, and if we can't, we go find new land. But we were born at a time too late to explore the continents of Earth. So now we turn our eyes to the cosmos above to rekindle that flame of exploration. It's possible that advanced civilizations do exist out there, but they never had this aggression in their history. So they may not see a point to explore like we do, or even communicate with those who are. But what this also means is that those who do have that instinct may have already wiped themselves out. By the time a species can space travel, they definitely have already developed the tools necessary to cause a global extinction at a moment's notice. We search for life in the same way as we would expect life to find us. We broadcast radio waves into space all the time, whether deliberately or not, but we don't know that a potential civilization uses the same technology, and even if they do, our own hunt is lackluster to say the least. Our search for life in this universe is comparable to blindly scooping out a handful of water at a beach and expecting to find a whale. Doesn't matter how common life is in the universe, if the universe is just too large to search but a narrow slice of it. The universe created us, but that doesn't mean it's going to hold our hand and help us along the way. We may forever be homesick for a destination that we aren't even sure exists. But when searching for life, most will forget one key aspect of that hunt. You see, we have to look through the X, Y, and Z dimensions in space. Sure, we search up, down, left, right, and everything in between. But there's another dimension at play. One that we can't control in the same sense. Time. Maybe life can and will span across the Milky Way, but not now or anytime soon. What if that'll happen in a few million or a few billion years? Will we still be around to find it? Life takes time, and the universe is young. 13.8 billion years sounds like a long time, sure, but we're basically just slightly above 0% of the universe's lifespan. And Earth alone has been around for about a third of that, so maybe we're the first. Or at least among them. Maybe it's our duty to explore the cosmos so others can follow in our footsteps. Maybe there'll be a day where we will be called ancestors. The pioneers wandering back into the void from which we came. And so I ask you, would it be more terrifying to know that we're the first, the last, or the only ones in the great expanse? What are you hoping to find in the silence of the skies?